Hey there, folks. How's it going? Welcome to another Stu's Game Reviews live stream. Doing something different today. You can see what you seen there on the right side is my desk. Here's my hand. See, it's here. Now it's here. Woo! Basically, I have their camera pointed at my desk. You'll see why in a minute, but I mean, should be pretty obvious. Basically, what I have here today is a Microvision console, which is the first portable handheld console, basically. So there were handheld games and whatnot, like Mattel Football and stuff like that. But this one is the first one that actually has interchangeable cartridges. And I wanted to show you guys how this works a little bit, and hopefully some people will join in the chat. I'll just say quickly, if you're watching this after the fact, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, check out my Discord, etc., etc. So this thing was made by Milton Bradley. You've heard of those guys, Milton Bradley, big toy company. They made the Microvision, and it's a really interesting console. I'm going to open this thing up so you guys see what's in the box here. But basically, it comes with one game called Blockbuster. This is the instructions for both Blockbuster and the Microvision itself. And then, this is how it comes with two pieces of styrofoam. This is the game, and this is the console. So let me show you what I mean. I'll take this all out. If you've seen this before, then you know what this is. I think a lot of people have not seen one of these. Definitely not in person, because I don't think they were very popular back in the day. So this is the console. This is the game. And the game snaps into the console like this. And I'll show you that in a second. Maybe I'll show you that right now, then I'll take it apart. So you slide this thing. This is basically the cartridge is here. Well, I'm sorry. The cartridge is basically here. There's a little thing that slides back, and you can see the connectors. So it's contained in this piece, I guess. And you slide it into the connector, which is on the top over here, like this. And then this part snaps in. And now you have a fully assembled console. Which hey Mark, how's it going? Mark W. and Rob Bob are here. At least Mark W. is here. Howdy, Stu. Just stopping by briefly. Got early morning tomorrow. Love to see this console for a little bit. I'm not going to stream that long. So this is the console together. Now right now it looks like it's just a regular handheld. If you looked at it like this, you probably wouldn't even know that it's a detachable thing, but it is. So basically, a couple things let me show you about this console. First of all, it has a knob on the bottom, which is a paddle control. So any game with a dial with paddles, that's what this knob is. And then there's buttons on it. So these buttons say ball, speed, paddle, go. And there's a screen, obviously. And the screen has, it says balls and score. And so if I take this thing off again, not breaking it maybe. So this thing here, this is where the circuits are behind this thing. The circuits, the circuit board. And this is just a shield to protect it from static electricity and stuff like that. I don't know if that works or not. This is the screen, obviously. And then this thing is a pressure-sensitive pad that you can press on, and it registers where you press. So what that does is, when you put this thing in, these buttons basically just transmit to the pad underneath. I press the button, and it knows where you pressed, and it knows which button you press based on that. So you have the buttons itself, you have the knob, and then you have the screen with whatever overlay they want to put on it. So I put this thing over here so we can see it closer up. That's the idea of this camera. I try to zoom in as best as I can. The screen is not backlit or anything like that. Yeah, for 1979, it's pretty cool, I agree. The screen is not backlit or anything like that. Let me turn this thing on. The on switch is down here. And when you turn it on, it beeps. It has some sound too. So I'm going to get into an angle where you're actually able to see it. Just give me a second to figure it out here. Because, again, it's not backlit or anything. My face is there blocking it. That's pretty good. So basically, you see it says balls 7 and score ST. So if I press the balls button here, press down here, the balls button, it'll switch from 7 to 5 to 3 to 1 to 9 or back to 7 again. That's how many balls you get for the game. This game that comes with it, Blockbuster, is like the most impossible game I've ever played. You'd think it would be like easy because it comes with the thing, but no. And then speed, the speed button here, controls that S is slow and F is fast. Now even slow is like fastest thing you've ever seen in your life. And if it's fast, I forget you can't even see the ball. So I don't know why this game is so hard. And then the paddle button controls that T. If I press paddle, it goes from T to D. So T is triple with paddle and D is double with paddle. And so the easiest mode is like this, 9ST. It'll beep at you if you don't do anything for a while, like just say, "Hey, buddy, you left the power on. Don't leave here." So I could do that. But basically, what you want to do is press this go button. So I press go, and now it shows me, okay, score is 0. I press go again, and now I have, this breakout thing. The problem is you have to press go one more time to serve, and then you got to get your hand back on the paddle control really fast. See, it's like telling me, "Hey, you didn't press anything for a while." You got to get your hand on the paddle control really fast, and then they shoot the ball in some random direction. So it's really, really hard to actually catch the ball when you first serve it. But I'm gonna make an attempt here. Shut up. Let me try to angle it so I don't like. I put a light on so I'm lit up, but now I'm like reflecting my head off the screen. So I got to be careful how I hold this thing. Let's see if I can do this better. No, that's not good. I might turn the light off. Let me turn the light off. At least for now. Alright, now you're not getting my head. At least it's there still. Hello. Hi. But it's not so bad. Alright, let's try it like this. I gotta get it in a place where I can see it. Alright, go. Here we go. I'm not going to look at you anymore. I'm just going to look at the paddle because it's really hard. I haven't got lucky. The paddle's in the right spot. That's the best. This is the best volley I've ever had with this game. So I got 10 points. It's not so bad. I wouldn't stress it with the reflection. Was it better with the light on or off? I put the light back on. It doesn't make a difference, really. I mean, it's harder for me to see it, actually, so I'm going to turn it off. This is slow, exactly. And, like, you don't know where it's going to start off, so... See, I lost right away because I didn't know where it was coming. That's the hardest part. And once it's the ceiling, it goes even faster. That's the first time I ever got it to the top, by the way. Whoa. This is the best I've ever done. The reflection's not so bad? Okay, good. Well, I was looking at you that time instead of looking at the screen. Mark, you're my inspiration for this type of gaming. For this type of camera angling. If I don't like... If you let it bounce up and down straight, it'll just go up and down forever. Oh, come on. Damn it. 55. That might be the best I'm ever going to do with this game, actually. It's really hard, but I'll try one more time. Oh, that was 9 balls, so the default is 7 balls. So I'll play the 7 balls this time. Look, right now, if I just don't touch anything, it will never move because it just like the angle, the where it goes just depends on where the paddle it lands. So it'll go like this for all eternity until I move the paddle. Unfortunately, I could miss it too. Nice thing is once you have a paddle like this, you can just like sort of knock them up. Damn. The first thing, it's hard, there's like motion blur and stuff, so the first thing it does is, I think, is really hard to hit for me. And then, like, it's hard to see where it's going after that. Ah! Ah, man. Hey Mike, how's it going? I'm doing pretty well. Playing with my Microvision. Or attempting to. Damn. Wow, 55 again. And that was only with 7 balls. I guess I did better. Alright, I'll play one more round, and then I will try something else. Because this game that comes with it is really limited. There's like really a limit to how much you can play it. It's like, you get in the zone, you can do pretty well, I guess. But I promise you, this is not easy. It's much harder than it looks. And maybe it looks hard, I'm not sure. Can you guys see it okay? Ah, come on, why can't they go in the middle when it serves? Bullshit. Especially because I have to press the button. You guys can't even see it. I gotta lean forwards better or something. So hold on, I gotta figure out how to angle this so that I can see it and you can also see it. I thought I had a good angle before, but when I lean forward to see better, I'm blocking, like my head is blocking the light. I don't know if I have a really good solution for this though. God damn it. Alright, one more, last time. I hold it like this, it'll be better. I actually can see it better myself too. That was pretty good. Did I show fast mode yet? No, I didn't, but I'll show her after this game. I can barely even play slow mode. Oh, come on. It's because you just hit Tiger Electronics Gamecom. Ah, boop. By the time I get my hand back to the knob to turn it, I lose. Alright, let me show you the fast speed. F for fast. Oh my god. Wait, it started before I was ready. I guess it just starts like as fast as it goes to begin with. As opposed to, it doesn't wait till it's the ceiling. Wait a minute, how do you get your thing in position? You need someone else to press the button for you. That's the problem. Alright, this game sucks. Not fair at the start. You see, once I have a good volley going, I could do okay. Alright, let me show you a different game. So this is Blockbuster. This is the game it comes with. The console itself looks pretty like ugly, but there's no cartridge in it. All right, so let me show you what this is what these boxes, the actual cartridge boxes come with. This is what they look like when you buy them new. I only have one that's new, which is this Star Trek Phaser Strike. So basically, like, this is the first actually Star Trek game to be licensed, apparently, for any type of video game at all. It's not very good, but the point is, I'll put this light back on. The point is, like, it has like sort of this thing on the back that explains to you what the game is, but this thing on the back is a piece of cardboard that's just glued to this box, and the box is shrink wrapped. So what people did when they opened these things is they ripped this thing off the cardboard. And they opened the box, and then they basically threw the cardboard away. So if you find a game like in the wild, it mostly would just look like this, and it won't have the cardboard. So I've only seen the cardboard on new ones. and they're not so easy to find. But it's a shame they don't do. I think there is an emulator, Mike. I think there is an emulator, but I wanted, because it's like a Star Trek thing, I wanted to have a physical copy, and then I was like, you know what, like, let me get a Microvision. It came with some other games. I'm like, let me try it out, you know. But the thing is, like, you can't really reproduce the feeling of a handheld with this knob and an emulator. It just doesn't really work. I'll come back to Star Trek. What else do I got here? So, this is bowling. So, you know, they all come with instructions. And then, oops. I'm like spilling everything on the floor here, but here's the bowling thing. So I'll put this in. So this one, my camera moved a little bit, but this one is a little bit different. It has a little bit different overlay, and the buttons are players, speed, go, and bowl. And this one doesn't actually use the knob. It's the only one I think the only one I have doesn't use the knob. So 1S just means one player. If I press the players button, change it to 1 or 2, and speed is slow or fast. So let's put it slow. I'll turn this light off again. And go. So this is like frame number 1. So the way it works is, all you do, hey Jim, this screen actually I think is original. No, this one I replaced. The one that came with this had like one line of pixels that was dim, so I decided to swap it. But it's not like a backlit screen or anything like that. Yeah, I expect you to aim with the knob also, but this game, all it is like, the ball goes back and forth, and you hit this bowl button here when you're ready to actually hit it. And I got a strike. You have to get the timing right. So press go. Oh, I say 1 again. Oh, it's... What happened? So then I got to split. Nine. Was I 2 players? This is player 1 and player 2. I thought it was on 1 player. Now it's second frame. I had a strike, I guess it's saying. It might look easy, but it's not. I mean, I don't think it's easy. See, I suck. You probably would do better at it, but I don't like these types of games. I don't do well the arcade like this either. Alright, for some reason I'm on 2 players. Let me start this over. Did I select 2 players? I thought I said players 1. Maybe it's a bug. See if I do 2. Okay. No, it's that's definitely 2 players. Let me try 1 player. Imagine some company did enhanced reproductions of Microvision with backlight color. There is a company that yeah, Jim says, I was asking because most Microvision screens have died natural death after 40 years. Apparently they were very, very badly made and very sensitive to light. So even the sun shining on them could cause them to break. And yeah, there's a guy that's selling like basically replacement screens that don't have that same problem. And I bought a couple of them from him. But there's also another guy that does backlit mods, and these are not backlit, clearly, you can tell. So there is a backlit mod for it, Mike. But I'm not sure if it's worth it. And Mark said that, look, the first time the strike looked easy, now it doesn't look so easy anymore. Yeah, it's not so easy. Alright, so now it's actually 1 player. There you go. 30. 2 strikes already. It's all timing. I guess I'll keep this up till I miss, which will wait a second, I'm sure. Oh, there we go. You get the idea. It's like a little cheesy little bowling game. It's not like really so exciting, but it's cute. So let me turn this off. And I don't have like all the whole library or anything like that. There's a couple more I'll try to get maybe, but right now I only have a few basic games. Not that there was a lot. There was like only 10 games they made for Microvision total, I think. So let's try baseball. Yeah, 1 pixel to the left or 1 pixel to the right, I'm assuming also. That's what I was aiming for. So baseball is not really what you might think. I'm making a huge mess here, but I'll clean it up afterwards. Here's the baseball thing. It's sort of like just a batting contest. So the overlay has like, this representation of a baseball field with players on it. And it says player 1-2, skill 1-2, ball, strikes, out, inning, visitors home. Let me see if I can adjust the focus a little bit here. I thought I had it better than that. Hang on. I mean, it's not bad, but I just want it to feel better if possible. Well, that's worse. That's a little better. Mike says, well, Stu, a novelty like the old Tiger Electronics held to physically get reproductions if people actually bought them. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, why not? It was made by Milton Bradley. They're a big company, so you'd think they could do something else if they wanted to. All right, let's turn this on. So it says on the top, players 1, and skill 1. So that sounds good to me. And then you can see on the bottom, there's like a little bat. That's like me, basically. Let's see if I can angle this in a way that you guys can see it properly. That's not good. That's probably the best I can do. Let's see if we can play. Also, there's players, skill level, go, count, score, reset. There's like 100 buttons on this one. So I'm pressing go. Okay. Skill level. Is it not working? Reset. All right, now it's working. All right. Skill level 1 and 2. Players 1 and 2. Okay. Go. Go. Hello? Why is it not going? Score. I press score. It's a 0. Okay. Well, can we go? Count. I don't know. I get it. Oh, okay. I see what the problem is. My bat was like bent already. You see how this works? Foul ball. So I have three outs. All right, Mark, have a good night. So basically, I just get to go again, I think. Press go. I finally just got a single. What? I'm not very good at this, but let me try so I can actually do something here. I got used to the game. That's 3 strikes and I'm out. So there's no balls in this game. Really throwing the ball right at my guy. It's like either hit it or don't, basically. Man, I suck. You played your uncle's Mattel Sports handheld? Yeah, those are awesome, those games. Come on. I can't like hit this ball at all. There we go. I got a triple. Yay! Oh, what? Did I score? No, I didn't score. I did score. Finally got the hang of it. Home run. Six runs in one inning. That was great. That's probably the best I'm going to do here. Mattel even brought them back for a little bit. Yeah, I saw them too. There's also a version that they made somewhere. I have it buried underneath that pile of stuff over there that actually like plugs into a TV, and I'll stream it at one point. So that'll be cool. But anyway, that's baseball. It's just basically like a hitting contest. But it's cool. It's it's 1979. If I was a kid, I probably would have enjoyed it. So, all right, let's do one more. Maybe I'll call it quits for tonight. Maybe. So it'll be short stream. So this is Connect 4, the vertical checkers game from Milton Bradley. So it makes sense that it's on this console because it's also from Milton Bradley. It's a little bit weird to have Connect 4 on a console, but this game theoretically would be one of my favorite games, except it's a little bit hard to see. Yeah, Mattel made a lot of great games. So here's Connect 4. It has this like weird checkerboard grid screen, like it's supposed to be like the Connect 4 grid. And then there's players, skill, go, comp, drop, and reset. So players on the left, you see 1 and 2, and skill 1 or 2. Let me adjust this focus again one more time. Hey, always asleep. How's it going? Good to see you, my friend. Let's try it. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright, so it has players, one or two players. You play against the computer. Skill level 1 or 2. So let's go. Now, so I don't know if you can. This one is really hard to see. I can see it, but I think it's super hard. So that thing is blinking over there. I can use the dial to decide where I want to drop it. And then I press the drop button to drop it. And then it's the computer's turn. Now to make it even harder, like it's like really impossible to see, honestly. I don't know how I could do this in a way. Even for me, it's hard to see. Let's put it that way. But you see my pieces are solid black. And the computer's pieces are like my piece is like a 4 on a pair of dice, and their piece is like a 2 on a pair of dice. It's missing 2 of those spots, so that's how you can tell which are your pieces and which are the computer's pieces. But it's really hard to see. Plus the grid makes a shadow on the LCD. Ganges Hukotumu. Hello, Ganges, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I see you collect PC games. I recently got a copy of Bikini Karate Babes Fighting Game for PC Japan print. Do you have that game? No, I do not. What was it for actual IBM PC, or is it for like one of those, like the Sharp PCs or the like the PC88 or what are the PC98 or what are those things? Like, what actually kind of machine is it for? But there's a lot of like games like that. Anyway, the point is, what I was saying before is this game is playable, but it's really hard to see, even for me. Because again, it's nice that they have this red grid. It looks like the Connect 4 board, but it creates a shadow on the LCD, and that makes it hard to see by itself. I don't know if you can see how it creates the shadow there. And then see the shadow like created by the grid, and then it's hard to see the pieces. You have to sort of look through and then if you're looking at this straight on at it, you can't see anything. You just sort of be looking at a little bit of an angle in order to see anything at all. So I just find this a little hard to play, but I will play like one game just so you guys can see it. And I'll play on the easy level. On the easy level, the computer is like a little bit dumb. On the harder level, the computer is quite a bit smarter. It's hard to beat it on the harder level, but it's possible. That was actually a good move. I'm impressed. Surprised, but impressed. I might lose. If you guys can even see this. Like a defensive move. I figured that was coming. Our PC Windows 2002. Hey, Pirate Gear Boy. Uh-oh. I'm a little bit of trouble here. This is the hardest game to see. The screen rot is not on the games, it's really just on the console itself. But it's super hard to see is the problem. Oh shit. I messed that up. Well, he beat me. He beat my ass. And I couldn't even see properly. So this game is really hard to see. Like even looking at it now, it's like if you have it exactly the right angle, you can sort of see the pieces, but it's really difficult. Prior Gear Boy says, imagine passing along the Microvision to play this, barely seeing the bright side, just use a real board. Yeah, this is not. I thought this would be cool because it's like a Milton Bradley game, and it's like a cool idea, but it's not good for this system, unfortunately. It was a great idea, but not a good one for this system. So basically, that's 4 games. And then just, Blockbuster is like really hard. This would be good, except it's just too. It's not implemented well, basically. Bowling is fine, but very basic, and so is baseball. I guess I'll show the Star Trek one also. So this is the first Star Trek game, first licensed Star Trek game for anything, for any type of console or computer or anything like that. I have to clean all this crap up afterwards. Star Trek Phaser Strike is epic? No, it's not really epic. So, you're like supposed to be shooting these Klingons or something. It's hot in here, so I also just stop the shoot because it's hot. Alright, so size and score. Now at the bottom we have size, speed, targets, go. So basically the way this works is you can change the size of something. I don't know what that is even. Size of the targets I'm hitting, I guess. All your favorite characters like Kirk and Spock are in this game. Not really. And then S's speed is slow or fast. And then I'm not sure what C is. And targets is how many targets. Like if it's 10 targets, 20 targets, 30 targets, 40 targets, 50 targets, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's it. So the way this works is when you press go and then you immediately like miss a target right away. So I have this little like phallic gun on the bottom of the screen, and I can press either one of these three buttons to shoot the gun either diagonally to the right, up, or diagonally to the left. Yeah, exactly. Mike says VFD screen still impressed me this day at some game watching you like Donkey Kong. Alright, I missed. Alright, so let's try again. Let's say go. I feel like it's easy to hit the wall in the middle once you start, but the first one is impossible to hit because you're not ready. It's the same problem as the Breakout game. Well, it's going slow, so that's the slow speed. Let me try to change the speed. Or the size will make it harder too. They stop for a second before they go. So the faster speed is like basically impossible for me. I got one. This is Star Trek. 20th anniversary has nothing on this. I don't think this is a very good Star Trek game, to be honest. But it's still cool because it's the first one they ever made. I like the slow speed. It's actually possible to hit them. Oh, I still missed that one anyway. 9. Sega's arcade Star Trek is generally good. Which website, Mike? I think I've seen it. I know which one you're talking about without even giving the URL. I've seen there's websites that have like basically emulators, like you said, for all the Microvision games and everything else, all the Tiger Electronics games. That's really cool stuff. Any case. That might be it for now. Like it's like basically half the Microvision library. I'm trying to get a couple more. Well, how many batteries does it take? That's a good question. So I'll show you. Basically, there's two like versions of this. This is the newer one. Basically, it takes one battery, one 9-volt. But there's space for two. They thought originally it needed two, but it turns out it only uses one. So the later versions of the console, there's no actual like connectors for the batteries over here, and there's like a little thing that basically says, "This is for spare battery storage," which I think is really funny. So you can store an extra battery there if you want, but it's not going to actually use it. So one 9-volt is all it is, which is pretty good. Take that battery out and lick the terminals. I think I'll pass on that, sir. So yeah, this is the Microvision. It's again like, if it's just like this, if you saw someone playing with this in the the schoolyard, you wouldn't even know it's like it's removable. You just think, oh, it's a Star Trek game or something like like the Mattel games or whatever other garbage people had back in the day. But it's actually a cool device. The screen obviously was not good for back in the day, but it has a good panel. It has buttons. It's interchangeable. Unfortunately, they didn't really make amazing games for it, but there's a couple more, like I said, and some of them are supposed to be half decent. I honestly think it's cool just for the nostalgic collectible type value, and for me, the fact that I'm a big Star Trek fan, the fact to have the first Star Trek game, to me, I think that's very cool. So Mike says, I remember handhelds in the 80s that used to take a bunch of C and D batteries. Yeah, I remember those too. I don't know about handhelds, but like those tabletops, like the ColecoVision, like tabletop Donkey Kong and stuff like that, those took C's and D's. Is mainframe Star Trek better or worse? I would say better, because I can see it, and it lasts a little bit longer. It's the game doesn't just go like do 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 do. That's not the whole game. So I would say mainframe Star Trek is a little bit better, but there's better Star Treks aside from those as well. All right. Well, anyway, that's it for today. We'll do something else tomorrow. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And you're watching after the fact, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Check out the Discord, everybody. Pirate Gamer Boy says the Microvision started until the Klingons repent. No, mofo. No, not really. You can pretend to. Anyway, thanks to Mark, who was here before. Thanks to Mike. Good to see you, Mike. Thanks to Jim Leonard, who was here before. Thanks to the guy who taught me about Bikini Karate Babes, Gangas Hukotumu. And thank you, of course, to Always Asleep and Pirate Gamer Boy, who are always stalwarts of this channel. And, yeah, we'll do this again soon. Microvision by Milton Bradley in 1979. First handheld console ever. Cool stuff, guys. Have a good evening, and peace out, everybody.